your hosts, Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew. Sarah.
Yes.
You're 21.
Yes. My question, I've been dating this guy for about 8 months now, and we haven't had sex yet. And I'm wondering, it's because of him. He doesn't seem to want to.
Mm-hmm.
And
how old is he?
He's 23.
Mm-hmm.
And he is just getting out of a divorce. He's just about to divorce this girl. She's actually my best friend.
Is he definitely going to divorce her? Or is he just saying he's going to divorce her?
Yeah. Oh, they've already filed and everything.
How does she feel about you dating her, not even ex-husband yet?
Well, before we started dating, before anything happened, we started kind of liking each other. I went straight to her and talked to her about it.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Oh, we hang out all the time, all of us.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Well...
Man, does that sound uncomfortable.
Maybe he's still having sex with her.
No, she's with another guy, and, it's pretty... everything's pretty clear. Like, the lines are pretty clear. But,
Except they're not. And so, and he, though, is not willing to talk to you about this.
Yeah, he doesn't talk about it that much. But
what does he say when he does talk about
it? When we first started dating, I used to, I said something about it or something, and he didn't really, I think he's intimidated. I think, he didn't really say anything about it. Mm-hmm. And if I make any moves, he kind of like, just like, I don't know.
We need to talk to him, Sarah.
Well, I'm afraid, I asked him, actually just the other night, I was like, well, why haven't we actually had sex yet? He'll go down on me all the time. And, well, you know, but I'm just, I don't know.
He has a mental defect, this lad. Any guy's going down on you all the time and not getting sex has something wrong with him. Drew, do you think a tumor? Is that a tumor?
You know what I think it is?
What?
I think it's because he kind of has, he's not very well endowed. So I think I think he tries to make up for it.
I wonder if he has warts or herpes or something. He's just not ready to deal with that with you yet.
Yeah, see, at first we thought this was sort of interesting and chivalrous and things like that, but now, now we've heard the rest of the story and we're thinking maybe he got his penis caught in something.
Well, the thing is, he'll have sex, before we were dating and before his marriage, he had sex with other girls, but he...
Now, we need, listen, Sarah, anything beyond what we've already said is speculation. The only way we can get to the bottom of this is actually talking to him. And if you'll let us do that, we'll be happy to talk to him.
To call him right now?
Yeah, we'll talk to him.
No, I don't think that would be a good idea.
All right. Well, you don't perform oral sex on him? Please, Drew.
You know what? I actually have before.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just he doesn't seem too much into it. I don't know.
He doesn't get an erection?
Yeah, he does, and he says he really likes it the whole time. He says it's just really hard for him to come from that, and I don't know. He's just really weird about it.
All right. Well, we can't talk to him, but that's okay because I'm going to go ahead and make one of my 99.9% assessments here. I'd move on. The guy doesn't want to have intercourse with you. He's got a small penis. He's already failed the relationship. He's 23.
Yeah.
He's already in a divorce.
Well, he's got a kid too.
Oh, naturally.
Okay,
of course he does.
Yeah, me and him, we click. Like we really get along.
Yeah, that's bad, by the way.
Sarah.
That means something's wrong with you too.
Something's wrong with me?
Yes, because you click with someone that has something wrong with them.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah. It's like saying, me and Charlie Manson, we're a piece of a pod. We're thick as thieves, me and Charlie. We really got something going on.
Got to know him.
Well, I'm just thinking, he says he loves me and everything, and we get along really good. But
loves you at 8 months. Oh.
I'm afraid if I don't say anything, I'll make it purely platonic.
Certainly you should continue addressing this, and certainly you ought to encourage. The point is that the reason we want to talk to him is there's missing information here, and you don't have it, and so we got to go to him. Now, if you're not going to let us go to him, you got to go to him and get the information. Okay?
Okay.
There's something missing. It's either is it a commitment to this relationship, or something about him and his sexual functioning, or his personality. Something is missing.
Does he carry a comb?
A comb? No.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Okay.
Any other on your GAT test?
No. That's not a GAT thing. It's white trash.
Oh.
Does he work around metal?
No.
What's he do?
He works in an office, like for HVAC or something.
Right. No, okay. That's metal. That's a lot of metal.
What's HVAC?
Heating, vent, and air conditioning. That's all metal. I mean, it's all that ducting and grids, and that's all metal.
HVAC? What the hell? How'd you know that?
I don't even know that.
Language going out there. I had no idea.
He's a contractor.
I know you are.
He's a tin knocker. not a sheetrocker.
Had the opportunity to spend a little time in your glorious home yesterday.
All right, let me start the show officially for a second here. It's Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. It's Dr. Drew. Forget about his qualifications. Phone number. He's smarter than all you anyway. He doesn't need any qualification. Phone number 1-800-LVE-191. Fax number 310-854-4455. Now, our guests tonight are Seth Green and Charlie Korsmo. These guys are from Can't Hardly Wait. It's a big movie going to be coming out in a couple of weeks, and we got a whole bunch of good stuff to talk to these guys about. Seth Green, by the way, was Woody Allen in Radio Days.
Right.
Remember how great that movie was?
Yes.
And the red-haired kid in that?
Right. You also know him from that commercial, that cigarette commercial, where he was wearing a gas mask.
All right.
I forget how that went.
Yeah. No. Where you should know him, too, is from Austin Powers. He was like Dr. Evil's kid.
Right.
Which was actually the funniest stuff in that movie.
Right.
But anyway, I digress. So they'll be out here.
Okay.
Now, listen, I'm really hungover.
Yes.
And I'm not focusing.
It's okay. I'm an
easy mark tonight.
I'm going to hammer
you. Please, put on the velvet gloves, would you, Drew? I spent the weekend in Vegas, and then I came home last night, and there was a big surprise party for me. But, you tend not to sleep in Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you looked a little bit hurt last night.
You come home to Vegas. I mean, there's vacations where you go to relax, and then there's vacations where you have to come home
to relax.
Vegas is one of those things.
I understand.
Driving all day, up, rolled in the night before last about 10 at night and stayed up to about 6 in the morning. Sharing a bed with a guy who's just sawing logs the whole night. Jimmy's just snoring his ass off the whole night, and I'm a real light sleeper. And then more buffet and...
All right. Well,
yeah.
So I was at your house last night. And,
Drew went to the MTV Movie Awards.
All right. Well, first, let me say I spent a good hour or two studying what you call your loser friends.
Yeah.
And getting an entirely different perspective of your upbringing than you would lead us to believe.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll save that for later. That's later tonight.
Okay.
That's more material for later on.
Let me say one thing very quickly about these guys.
Zeb and John and Dave and all the guys, Louise, these nefarious mythological figures from the past.
Well, these guys are all in their early and mid-30s now.
Oh, yeah.
They're 10 years past their prime.
Their memories are still intact.
Of debauchery. Yeah. Well, I don't know. They've gone, they shouldn't be. If they are, then there's nothing wrong with pot or booze.
No.
But let me just say this. That being said by you, understand that there's nothing that these guys love more than to humiliate me.
Okay.
In front of you especially.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of that, I'm going to knock him off his high horse.
Okay.
Because I'm the only one out of the entire, my group of friends that has had any degree of success whatsoever.
Okay.
Now, they're not living on the street.
No, they're very nice.
But they're not they're not a bunch of attorneys and doctors and CEOs of Fortune 500 companies.
They spoke of you in the most glowing terms.
Okay, good. Well, that's fine. Let's move on.
Went to the MTV Movie Awards last night.
Yes.
Which was an entirely different experience this year. You really missed out. I want to thank MTV. They really treated us very nicely.
Really? Well, thank me for harping on the air about it.
Indeed, that was brought up more than a few times. These things do not escape people's attention.
That's great.
And had a very bizarre experience. Really, one of the highlights of the evening was going down that red carpet thing, trying to figure out how you get in. Which actually,
you walk down the red carpet to get into these MTV events,
right? And I walk there, still trying to figure out where my passes are and all this stuff. And these two women bound up to me. We came to this thing. We didn't want to come, but we thought, who do we want to meet here? We've got to meet you. We watch your show every night. Ellen DeGeneres and Anne Heche. Anne Heche.
Really?
Yes. The ones that are supposed to be into you?
Into you? Oh, please. That is so ridiculous. And by the way, they're not into any males. They're into intellect, which can be shared by any gender. That's why they like me.
They were...
Is that right? Huh? Can you tap your foot once if it's yes?
They, by the way, were delightful. There was two of the nicest people you could ever meet on the earth. They were just delightful, and they love this show, and they want to come on.
Really?
Yeah. So
radio or TV?
They did mention that they were unclear if they could manage you being there, but they would come on.
Please. They had a whole Adam if he's not with Drew speech ready, too, I'm sure. It's ridiculous.
Anyway, they were absolutely delightful people, and Ellen was talking about her frustrations, and my thing was, the statement to her was, and you've had to now deal with network world, but for crying out loud, if you can't speak your mind, if somebody doesn't want you to work for them, if you speak what you believe, don't work for them.
Well, that's a good point.
And out of those ashes, we'll grow something better, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway, she listened to you quite a bit because she did say that Ellen did not expect me to know who she was because I'm completely detached from all culture.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, what do you know? All right, our homegirls.
Yeah.
We'll get them on here.
So Ann's going to work on it?
No, Ann will talk to their publicist. The publicist will hang up on Ann. That's how it works.
It's hard to imagine how people could speak disparagingly of people this nice. I mean,
Ann and Ellen?
I mean, you know, you always talk about people. Some people impress you.
Right.
The one where these are that of quality all the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't get impressed that way real easily.
They better looking than Nelson?
Yeah.
Really? You sure?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
That's Nelson.
Nelson was the band we had on.
The two guys here, right?
Yeah. Remember about 2 days ago?
Right.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah. They're only in for a couple hours, I'll be fair.
Okay.
Michelle.
Bye. Oh.
Hey, you're 23.
Come on now.
Great.
Hi.
I threw up last night, Drew. I'm a little out of it.
On Lynette?
No, but let me, I gotta tell you something that's funny. Ann will get a kick out of this, and Sherry and Lisa, too. And Christy were at the party. Everyone, and Engineer Mike, you were all there. And Toto and Auntie Ann. Here's what happened. I swear to God this was out of a movie. This is almost as good as the time I got up at like 4 in the morning after a bachelor party to go to the bathroom drunk and dropped my underwear, and a dollar bill fell out of my shorts into the toilet. We cleared everyone out of the house about 1:30 last night. You know, bolted. Then I went through the process of trying to screw the caps back onto the booze, bolted stuff down, threw a few things in the refrigerator so they wouldn't go bad overnight, shut off all the lights, packed up everything, headed up to the bedroom. Lynette got into her nightie or panties or whatever the hell she was sleeping in. She gets under the covers. I'm down in the underpants. I go into the bathroom in my bedroom. Door's locked.
Oh.
What's going on? Somebody locked the door and crawled out the window or passed out or something? Hello? There's my old roommate Ralph in there. Yeah, I'll be out in a minute. I go, okay. I'm standing there. 5 minutes later, Ralph comes waltzing out with his girlfriend.
Oh, my God.
Like, Ralph, the party, and the last person left the house a half hour ago. Everyone's either in bed or gone. I'm in my underpants. He was in my bathroom, like, doing something with his girlfriend for the last hour. Ralph's just 34.
Oh, my God.
It's like you don't have a bathroom at home.
With kind of scruffy beard, shortish guy?
No. He's my old roommate. I'll explain it to you.
I met 14 people.
Well, you didn't meet him. He was in the back. Met 14 people. I know the 15th guy died just last month. He wasn't in there. Yeah, I did have a lot of ex-roommates. None of them women. You notice that?
I noticed that.
A lot of shaky guys named after woodland creatures.
Yes.
Anyway, how funny is that everyone has completely left the party, everything is dark,
if you were 19,
in your underpants.
I could believe that, or 20 even. 34.
And you're going in your bathroom to brush your teeth.
Did you see her?
Yes.
You could imagine that.
Yeah, oh yes. Ralph has quite an appetite for the ladies, that Ralph.
But is it because he has to go home and live with his parents that he can't do
No. Ralph's parents live in Philadelphia and send him money. So, no. He takes care of himself. He just has an appetite, this boy, that's all. Michelle?
Yeah.
What's going on there?
I don't think I've been this nervous on the phone since I talked to my husband when he was my boyfriend over 8 years ago.
Well, that's all right.
Goodness.
Well, my question for you is probably mostly for Drew, but Adam, you're most definitely and probably will cut in to give me your opinion.
No pun intended with the cut in.
All right ahead.
I have 2 children. My oldest is 4, and my youngest is 13 months.
19.
And about a year after I had my first baby, I had problems where my episiotomy was.
Mm-hmm.
I had extreme pain when I had sex. I went to the doctor, my OB, and I had. At first, they thought the pain was due to a real small cut, right where my episiotomy was, just a superficial cut.
A tear.
And they did.
That episiotomy is a thing that they do to help the kid get out.
That's what they
right,
say.
They cut down.
They just extend the
vagina. Yeah, they cut down the perineum towards the rectum.
All right.
So anyway, they thought it was due to this cut. I had silver nitrate and cauterization done, both while I was awake. Quite traumatizing.
Nothing worse than smoke coming up from that region. You know? I mean, a little plume of smoke rising up from down there.
That smell of burning flesh.
That's got to be nice.
It was not lovely.
That was like me last night.
They said that the cut was healed, which it was, but I still experienced a lot of pain only during intercourse, to which they said it was all in my head. Well, I went on with that for about a year and a half, and then we decided we wanted to have another kid. And I asked what I could do to be able to have another kid, and they said I could put lidocaine on the spot locally, which worked great. Was able to conceive, had the second baby.
All right, Michelle, what is the question?
Well, basically, after the second baby, I tore in the same spot.
So they didn't do an episiotomy, but you tore.
I tore in the same exact spot that the first episiotomy was.
Yeah.
And then about, I don't know, 3 months after she was born, I still had extreme pain when my husband and I had sex.
Michelle?
So I went back to the doctor. They said, well, all you can do is have a surgery.
Yeah.
They called it a perineoplasty. I went in for that. Luckily, they put me under by me demanding to be under.
Michelle, what is your question?
Well, I still have extreme pain, and no one in terms of.
Why don't you go back to using the lidocaine when that worked?
It doesn't seem to work as well this time.
Why don't you try EMLA cream? It's stronger.
That?
It's a stronger anesthetic. I mean, if it really is something topical there, and the topical creams have worked, you've proven that it's sort of a therapeutic challenge to that diagnosis, and you seem to have responded. Try a stronger local analgesic. You have to talk to your gynecologist about this. It's typically a skin anesthetic. I've never thought of or heard of people using it on the vaginal mucosa, but it theoretically should work there too. EMLA.
All right. So she can have sex. I mean, there's pain during sex.
Yeah.
All right. You're 23, you got 2 kids. That's enough with the sex for a while anyway. You got to let it heal. Know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Seth and Charlie will be in here in just one moment, and we'll be right back. Phone number for Loveline, 1-800-LVE-191. Let me say something. Let me just give a little tip, because I know we have a lot of listeners that can't hold their liquor either. Although I didn't drink that much yesterday. I think it was just sort of a compilation of, the days before. But, I ate at like the Whiskey Pete's on the way back from Vegas, stopped over at the Dairy Queen, downed a large Blizzard, and then came home and started drinking. Don't worry. That Blizzard turned into a hail of vomit before I hit this liquor.
He knew what was coming when you got home.
I don't know why he let me drink that large Blizzard. Yeah. And I had the thing modified, too. Give me the Reese's Blizzard large and put a banana in there. God. That thing all came flying out. Anyway, the point is if you get drunk and you overdo it, don't try to compensate before you go to bed by taking a handful of multivitamins, a handful of aspirin, and a half gallon of orange juice before you get into bed.
Oh, my God.
I was like, I'm going to make it all better.
All right.
Didn't work. Hit the sack, the aspirin started mixing with the multivites, and then that hit the Blizzard, then that hit the Bud, and that
hit the toilet.
It all hit the fan. All right, Seth Green and Charlie Korsmo are both here. Now, Can't Hardly Wait is the movie. Seth, from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, am I right, Seth?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I mean Seth. I'm going over. That's why I'm a little hungover.
So
very well known from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, apparently.
No, I know both your work extensively. Drew, don't I?
Yeah.
When's Buffy on? I know it's a very popular show, but I've never seen it because
you got a job.
I got a job. Yeah. That's right. I leave my house at 9 every night. Right? Does it come on at 9?
It's Wednesdays after Springer.
You're losing it, Adam.
It better not be on. It better not be on before 12:30 at night, is it?
No.
Right.
It is. Yeah, it's on. It's on at.
After 12:30.
Like 8, I think. I think they just moved.
8?
I've actually never seen it all the way through.
Charlie's a big supporter of mine.
All right.
I love Seth's work though.
If it's on before 9, I'm going to watch it.
All right.
Look into that, Drew.
Adam liked you on Austin Powers, anyway.
Thanks.
Yes. Absolutely.
Thanks.
I thought, as a matter of fact, my stepmother came up to me. I thought Austin Powers was a great character and an interesting premise, but a little overrated in general as a movie. Not hysterically funny. Had some good moments, good character, great idea. Not wall-to-wall laughs. But my stepmother. But hear me out. Stepmother came up to me.
This is going really well.
It's going to get better.
So far.
It's getting better. My stepmother came up to me about a week ago, and she said, I saw that Austin Powers. I love this movie, she said. I said, well, I was mixed on it. She said, but the scene where Dr. Evil and his son, every one of those scenes was hysterical, and I looked at her and I said, that is right. That was the funniest material in that movie. So, screw the rest of it.
Thanks. Mike Myers actually improv like most of that stuff.
Really?
Yeah, he was
wow.
really, really incredible with that.
Yeah, I thought me and my stepmother thought that, and she's a comedic genius.
Cool.
That she's the one who encouraged me to get into carpet cleaning, so we know where she stands on comedy. She thought that was a real funny part of the movie. But
thank her for me.
let's talk about Can't Hardly Wait.
Okay.
Go to town.
You guys know more about it than I do, so I'll let you bring it up.
It's coming out on the 12th, and anybody who likes Norm Macdonald, should blow him off that weekend and come see us instead.
If you even know who Jennifer Love Hewitt is, you'll love this movie.
Who else is in this movie?
It's Love Hewitt, Charlie and myself, Peter Facinelli, Ethan Embry, and Lauren Ambrose.
All right, say that one more time. I was thinking about throwing up. One more time. Let's do it slow. Go ahead.
Sweet. Yeah, it's Love Hewitt.
Right.
She's on.
Right, sure.
You've heard of her.
And her.
And Peter Facinelli, who is one of the most beautiful men I've ever met. And
really?
Yeah, he's an incredibly studly person.
Oh, you'll like him.
Yeah, he hits the spot with all the men and women. That's what I hear.
Yeah.
And Lauren Ambrose, she was in and Out, really, really talented actress and operatic singer, oddly enough.
You bet.
And then Ethan Embry.
He was in Dutch.
Oh yeah.
But he was also in like White
Vacation.
Wall and Empire Records and Dancer Texas.
All right.
So
And then if y'all say we got Melissa Joan Hart,
True.
Jerry O'Connell.
And how would you? What is it? Is it a romantic comedy, a dark comedy?
I think it's funny.
Yeah,
and
it's
I
a
think
comedy.
that's the best way to describe it. It's a funny movie. So
All right.
if you want to see something funny,
Well, I think we all enjoy something funny. Karen,
Yes, hello.
you're 26.
Yes.
What's going on?
Well, this actually is for Dr. Joe, even though I love you, Adam. The question is, I had an
so left
IUD,
out.
and I had it put in on Wednesday, I think it was.
How many kids do you have?
I have one.
Okay, and you don't want any more?
Not for the time being.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, and when talking with the doctor, he told me about how it was mostly for monogamous people, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and I met all the criteria. But the question I had was, he said that there was a chance of getting like bacterial infections if you were with other partners, and I was wondering if that extended to things like toys.
Well, the reason they don't put IUDs in somebody that's never had kids is that there's a risk of major complication with infection of the uterus and fallopian tubes. It's a relatively common complication of having an IUD. It sort of increases the probability of bacteria getting into the higher regions of the genital tract. So having more than one partner would certainly put you at risk of sexually transmitted disease that ascends to that area. There are some people who believe that other bacteria in the vagina can get up there as well and cause pelvic inflammatory disease. So I don't know that there's any literature that shows that toys per se put you at risk for that, but certainly,
Couldn't you keep them in that blue liquid that the barber keeps his combs in?
Barbicide.
What kind of
Yeah,
toys
by the
are we
side of the
talking
bed
about?
there.
Fisher Price or what?
Yeah, like Beanie Babies,
Well, they said
shaped
it
like
would be
penises.
There you go.
Adam, hold on.
Sorry.
They said it was because your body gets used to a certain kind of bacteria.
But anything new in the vagina can disrupt the flora there. It can change the flora. You understand? And maybe you want to put a condom on some of these toys you're using, that sort of thing. That might decrease the risk of those sorts of things. I don't know. The point is, I don't know of any scientific literature that suggests that inanimate objects, that fomites, what these are called, would increase the risk of pelvic inflammatory disease in a woman with IUD. So I don't know that that's the case. Okay? But I would be very careful. And if you do want to have kids in the future, I would be very careful, because the IUD really does put you at increased risk.
I was told that as long as you were in a monogamous relationship, the chances of that type of disease weren't very likely.
It's not very likely.
Yeah. They just tell you that so you don't screw around on your boyfriend.
Yeah, well,
You
it's my
understand?
husband, but yes.
Your boyfriend. Your
If
husband,
he screws
right.
around, then you've got a problem.
Right. All right. They don't. I haven't heard. I've not heard anybody get an IUD. The is it interuteral device?
Uterine.
Uterine device.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like from the 60s. Like Jane
it's
Fonda
mostly-
had one when
it's
she went to Vietnam.
Yeah,
or
it's
something,
mostly
right?
reserved for women that are done having children. It's certainly you never do it. Essentially, never give it to someone that's never had children because you can impact on their fertility.
And you put it up there with a blowgun, right?
Basically,
and then it irritates something.
it irritates it. Like copper 7 or the Lippy's lube. I don't know what the hell they're using anymore, but
They use that little AIDS ribbon. I think they use Bill Cosby's AIDS ribbon. It's a weird little shape. How big is it, Drew?
They're about this big.
Oh, that big?
Yeah.
That's good on the
Right.
radio. Yeah.
That's bigger than I am.
And
that's Drew held his fingers. Yeah, you're a little bigger than that.
What's that? 2.5 inches?
No, that's 2.
2.
That's inch and 7/8.
And
about half a Kit Kat.
And
we measure everything in Kit Kat bars.
these prevent implantation. They
Right.
irritate the line of the uterus and prevent implantation.
Right. All right. You want to draw one on the board so we can do more bad radio for Charlie and Seth?
Ooh.
No, draw the
Drew, you're a really
draw the
fantastic
IUD,
artist.
not the whole
It
vagina.
goes in like that.
Now that's got
Yeah,
personality.
I mean, draw the device.
There, the 7 there.
The 7?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
7 inside.
What
Small
are we looking
vagina,
at?
get a 6.
What's the angle here?
This is the vagina.
Right. This is in. This is
Where's terra firma, Drew?
down here.
Okay. All right, let's keep moving. So it looks like a 7.
Well, I don't know what ones are using.
Lucky
frankly, 'cause
7.
We never use these anymore.
Brandon,
Yeah.
you ever put one in?
I've taken them out.
You have?
I've taken put one in.
Or taking one out of a guy's ass? No. That'd be ironic, though, wouldn't it?
Yes, it would.
Okay. Brandon?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, well, I just got out of prison about a month and a half ago.
Great.
And in prison, I met...
Wait, hang on a second, Brandon.
Huh?
What were you,
I was afraid I'd say something I'd regret.
what were you in for?
For forgery?
Oh,
What'd
not
you
the
forge?
old parole violation.
No, it wasn't a parole violation.
Mm-hmm. That's usually the answer we get on this show.
No. So, anyway,
Well, what were you forging?
motor vehicle contracts.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's...
Well, how did that work?
How did that
Foreign
work?
licenses and stuff?
No,
Or the
it's
car
like...
registration.
Yeah, I worked for a car dealership, and there would be times where there'd be missing signatures, and I did that. But finally, what happened was there was one contract, and it was all screwed up, and the people were out of town, and we had to have the money, so I signed the whole thing, and that's what got me busted.
Really? But you must have had some priors.
No, that was my first offense.
Really?
Yeah, but there's a lot more to it, but that's not why I'm calling.
Imagine that.
Well, when they came to arrest him, he had a kilo of heroin on him.
No, that's not.
Next
All right,
one's
but
illegal
there's more
guns.
to it.
Yeah, there's more to it, but that's not why I'm calling.
Okay.
Anyway,
Because you kill your first person, you don't do real time.
well, I don't know. I've never been arrested before in my
All
life.
right. All
So-
right.
People I've killed.
That was a first and the
All
only
right.
time.
Okay.
Anyway, in prison, I meet this guy who he's like all tacked back. He's got tattoos. He's this real macho dude. And come to find out, he says he's attracted to me.
Hold on,
So
let's all just close our eyes for a second.
okay, but I mean,
Picture that scenario.
Can we get some music?
so anyway, check this out, right? It's like I go and kind of like support him, I buy him shit at the canteen and support his coffee habit, support his tobacco habit.
Hey, Brandon.
Yeah?
Yeah, try not to use the S word on.
Oh.
This isn't the prison dorm radio
Sorry
station.
about that.
Can I use the S word?
Sorry
Are you gay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, what winds up happening is by cosmic circumstance, we wind up getting out a day apart from each other. And what winds up happening is we get a place together. And he's telling me, he's in love with me, yada, yada, yada. And we've been living together for about a month and a half.
What was he in for?
He was in for, like, receiving stolen property.
What kind of property?
I think, like, a whole bunch
Bodies.
of stereo equipment or something like that.
Stolen bodies.
Oh, yes.
No. So, anyway, what winds up happening is he, like, starts going out with girls. And I discover that he's not really what I want. And I discover that we're not compatible. But he doesn't want to break up. And now...
Well, he doesn't want to break up because you're his bitch. I mean, you're buying him cigarettes and coffee. He's shacked up with you.
He's working. It's like he's got a job.
He does?
Yeah.
Video store?
No, telemarketing.
No. Great. Using your phone.
No. He actually goes to a place of employment.
Okay.
Look, I mean, Brandon, this is a guy undoubtedly from a very disturbed background who cannot maintain a stable relationship. It wouldn't matter whether he was cheating on you with guys or girls. He just can't maintain a stable relationship.
Right.
He wants what he has, and that's that. And this is all he knows of relationship is this sort of chaos. It's not what you want. You've got to find a way out. And maybe you just need to be the one that moves out, because it sounds like somebody. These are the kinds of people that react. I don't want to use the word violently, but intensely.
But
they can't deal with they can't deal with. Hang on, stand. They can't deal with the loss and the breakup. These are the people that become stalkers and things.
But imagine Brandon's shock when he found out that the tattooed gay felon was stepping out on him.
Shocking.
Shocking. Shocking.
The oldest story in the book.
You what, Brandon?
Boy meets bald
Boy in prison.
tattooed gay felon, tattooed felon, and boy take up an apartment, felon.
Telemarketing.
Telemarketing. That's right.
I wasn't even surprised. In fact, I said, go get yourself a girlfriend.
But get out of here.
And it's like, no, he insists that he loves me and he wants to work it out.
Yeah, see, it's not going to happen.
And I told him, look, you got to go. And he like threatened me. And he says, well, if I have to leave, it's not going to be pretty.
It's not going to.
All right. He has a parole officer.
Which is the same as mine.
Oh, great. Then you speak to him on an almost daily basis?
No, once a month. And the guy told me that...
When's your next call in for? What did he tell you?
He told me that if we have problems, that's something that we have to work out first.
That's
nice. Great. Meanwhile, he finds a roach in your pocket, and you're going in for 6 years of mandatory hard time in Chino. That's what I love about this country.
It's a year.
Listen, talk to this guy, and here's what you say to your PO. You say, look, I think this guy may be dangerous, and I'm going to tell some people that we spoke about this and that I asked you what to do about it and that you ignored it. And then if they find my body in the apartment, they're coming after you for your job.
Maybe,
that's what you tell this guy.
And again, boy, it's so hard to know how you deal with people like Brandon's boyfriend. You maybe try to transition into somebody else.
Imagine your nightmare, though.
Take your time to get out of this.
Imagine poor Brandon's dad. 1 minute he's working at on his uncle's used car lot. Next minute he's bringing home Gus, the tattooed gay man from prison. You know what I'm saying? That's got to be disappointing.
He just talked to my father.
If his parents are Jewish, they're going to kill themselves. You understand that?
They're already done.
That's it. And by the way, I know the gay guys can't stand me talking this way, but think about it. You're gay and you're getting thrown into prison. Now, granted, you don't want to go to prison, but it's a bunch of guys. All they do is work out. What's all these guys do? I mean, it's like some sort of bodybuilding competition they have going on over there. I mean, these guys are as butch gets, and all they do is
lifestyle. You have to keep the place clean,
They work out, they clean, and they take showers. I mean, imagine yourself as a man being sent to some place called a prison where there's just a bunch of women, and all they do is aerobics exercise.
Sounds like Cinemax movies to me.
That's right.
Up all night.
All right, Charlie, Seth, you guys hang out. We'll talk about Can't Hardly Wait a little more, and then we'll take a few more calls. Drew?
Yep.
Yeah. Got a call picked out there?
Nope.
Oh, great. It's good radio.
You have 5 seconds.
Both here. They got themselves a movie coming out, Can't Hardly Wait, and Jennifer Love Hewitt is in it. I like her. Oh, she's dating Carson from MTV. We were talking about this.
An official thing, or you guys?
Did you see him last night?
No.
It's official now.
As official as looking as you can.
Oh, I really hate him. I only loathed him before, but
well, we'll give her a stick talking to.
Right. We'll take her aside.
I know that goddamn Carson since he was on his first set of puka shells, probably about 5 years ago or 4 years ago, and now look at him. He's got that Jennifer Love Hewitt. I love that woman.
How old is this
I saw your girlfriend Serena too.
Oh, how'd she look?
Good.
Serena's the news girl from MTV.
She was pretty.
You know the blonde one with the different hairdo every time?
She's the only person who didn't ask where you were.
What's that?
Other than Ella DeGeneres.
Well, that's why she didn't want to arouse any suspicion.
That's true. Could be.
Although I should have
Well,
asked
that's the
her
way you
said it.
the way you attacked her at the MTV Studios last year.
She came
surprised
up-
she didn't ask
listen,
for a guard as I walked up.
I had a couple of beers. I was very relaxed, but she came up to me.
No,
She
please.
absolutely did.
You
Absolutely.
looked like some kind of an animal crouched in the corner and pounced on her.
That was the second time we met. First time she came up and talked to me.
Didn't see the first time.
All right. Can't Hardly Wait. Comes out 2 weeks? What's
June
the hell's the
12th.
date? June 12th. What are we at today?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Close to the first.
Hey, did you guys vomit last night, too?
Man, like crazy.
Oh, that's what I
Not
want to
last
hear.
night. Tonight, though.
Really? That's what I like.
Gotta make the plan for it so it's special.
Todd.
As soon as I'm out of here.
Todd, what's going on?
All right, I just wanted to say what's up to Ellen DeGeneres, first of all,
She's not here, though.
just in case she listens to you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll give her my best.
She may
She
be.
mostly apparently likes the television show mostly.
And so I was going out with this girl about a year ago. She broke up with me. And ever since then, we've been having like a pretty steady friendship, I would say.
Was there a word that he used after broke up?
I don't know.
Oh, I was just pushing my roommate out of my room.
Oh.
And basically, like, so we talk about 2 or 3 times a week. Usually she's the one to call me. And I'm kind of like the sympathetic ear. I'm like the patient listener in her life. That's like the role that I play for her in our friendship.
She's your ex-girlfriend.
Exactly, right.
How ex? How long ex?
Oh, it's been like, sort of like definitively, it was probably about half a year ago.
And why do you maintain this relationship?
Because she's like, there's like not a lot of people in your life that call you a lot and write you letters and, see how you're doing and that kind of thing. Or, you know what I mean? Like if someone, shows interest in your life, you'd probably want to, like, count them as a friend. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, but this doesn't really count with ex-girlfriends.
Run.
Okay, so you think I should just run?
Yeah.
You don't want to hear the... Okay, that's fine.
Well, wait.
There's details.
Well, it gets worse.
But don't listen to me.
She had Todd pull her around in a wagon for about 6 months.
As somebody that shows interest in your life, you'd keep...
No, but I mean, what if someone, like, called you 3 times a week? Whether or not you ever got in touch with them, they just called you.
You would suspect that this person had some motive.
No, but they don't. She doesn't want to get back together. We see each other all the time. There's nothing like that at all.
Do you want to get back together?
Well, I still
Yeah.
like her, but I don't
Okay.
want to get back together with her.
Here's the situation, Todd. You've not had anyone since her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's going on here.
Right.
You have your clingy penis syndrome.
Okay, but she's had like guys every other day. Like she calls me
All
every
right,
weekend.
that's
Right, but that makes the CPS worse.
Yeah, then why is it you want to be with this girl?
No, I'm not calling about that. That doesn't have any.
Kling's with a C?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're putting K?
I'm thinking of clink.
What's the attraction? What's the appeal?
It's a woman.
Do you just need a friend? I mean,
He is a woman.
No, listen.
He needs that sort of reinforcement.
Listen, every time a guy starts explaining that he can't get over or he doesn't know what to do about the ex or blah, 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 it's because he has not found somebody else.
He's not moved on.
Right.
One of them hasn't moved on, and it appears to be that Todd's the one that's not moving on.
You know why really good-looking celebrity-type males you never see them sort of clinging and hanging and pining? They're too busy banging. You understand? They have.
It's always been my trouble.
They had someone lined up in their cross sites 3 weeks before this relationship ends, and now you're on top of you're bouncing from Jennifer Love Hewitt to you name the good-looking cast member from 90210 or Melrose Place or whatever it is. Ian Ziering. All right, don't screw with my point. My point is you're not pining at that point, right? Why should you? All right. He's got to move on. That's all. Brenda.
Hi.
Hey, you're 15.
Hi. Yeah. Okay. My problem is like really complicated. Okay.
Try to keep it to 3 sentences.
Okay.
That's one.
Okay. A couple recently I went to a party, and at this party was my ex-boyfriend and one of my friends, and they're going out. Okay. And I was born with herpes, and he does not know that because we never had sex because, it's not that kind of girl.
Born with herpes.
Wasn't that a Paul Anka song from the
People that are born with herpes don't get it in the genital area, Brenda.
What?
People that are born with herpes don't get it in the genital area. So how could explain this to me? No.
Why not?
Because that's not where it's being contacted. They get it on their skin.
Okay, I admit it. I lied. I wasn't born with herpes. I got it. Okay.
Okay. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right, well,
We got
hold on,
that
Brenda.
over with.
Brenda, that little fib,
Yeah.
you've been on hold for 38 minutes.
Yep.
You just
Penalty
punch
box.
yourself another 15. You're in the Loveline penalty box for another 15, okay?
Okay.
All right, just stay there and think about your attitude.
Okay.
All right. You see, listen,
There's
you
a
fresh
message.
punk kids, let me explain. You are a pack of stupid stone teenagers. Drew is a highly evolved physician. Do not try to lie in his presence. Believe me. He'll break you down. I've seen it happen. The
He broke me down before we came on the air.
the greatest thing. Yeah, he did.
Adam's favorite moment was me nailing a guy who tried to claim he found a herpes medicine in his girlfriend's drawer.
That was a great. It was on the TV show, and he said, "Yeah, Drew, I'm a freshman or sophomore in college. I was in my girl's dorm room, and I was going through her underwear drawer looking for something. I found herpes medication. Now I'm confused. I'm scared. I don't know whether to bring it up to her or not." Drew said, "What do you mean herpes medication?" I said, "It's a little prescription thing for the herpes. Did it say herpes on it?" No. How do you know it's herpes medication? I'm a chemistry major. No, you're not. Okay, I lied. he just busted the guy right there.
Dr. Drew is right.
Yeah.
That was a fun one.
Yeah. Then the guy just yelled like free Geronimo Pratt or something and then hung up. Aaron,
Yeah,
you're 17.
yeah.
What's going on there?
I got kind of a problem, dude.
That's what I sounded like last night.
Well, I sound like this 24/7.
Oh,
I used to.
That's
that
kind
the
of
problem?
smart.
Now there's this girl I grew up with, right? From like the first grade on up till about like 6th or 7th grade. Don't remember. Memories kind of foggy and. Anyways, I was like for 4 years, I like lost complete track of her, and her parents never really liked me. They always hated me. I was always like the bad kind of kid at the school that we're going to, St. Anthony's. And
You go to St. Anthony's, you need a bad kid.
well,
if you think about it, you need one
think about
troublemaker.
it, I've done quite a few bad things. Arson.
Are you on any medication right now?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
What are you taking?
Rehypnol?
No.
Remeron.
Oh God.
Rehypnol's what he feeds the lady.
Remeron?
It's something.
Remeron?
Effexor.
Effexor, okay.
Yeah.
What else you on?
Sounds like a villain on the
That's it
space
right
program.
now.
You on pretty high doses of that?
Well, yeah, I took 2 today because, lately, since I've been thinking about her,
Right.
it's like my heart.
Oh, what's this
Right.
Effexor do?
It's an antidepressant. It's a pretty potent medication.
Well, I'm feeling pretty good.
But Aaron,
I get some of this.
These sorts of obsessions are, I suspect, more symptomatic of your underlying psychiatric condition than they are anything realistic about your relationship with this woman or this girl. I mean, this was somebody you were obsessed with when you were 11. You're 17 now, right?
Yeah.
11. You were 11.
But, we were, in love, that whole time.
Well,
You know what I'm
okay.
At 11.
I have no doubt that you had a pretty rough childhood early on, and that finding somebody to sort of cling to the life preserver with was gratifying to you. But again,
All right, but let me. I'll speak freely in front of you, Aaron.
All right.
Imagine, when you're 17 or in your early teens or anywhere as a young male, you're pretty nutty when it comes to women and it comes to relationships. I mean, guys do some pretty compulsive, scary. There's a lot of behaviors that you conduct yourself in a certain way from age like 15 to 25 with women that you're not too proud of when you get a little bit older,
I must
especially
tell
when
you-
they show up at your party.
yes, and I
when
heard
you're
some great
34.
ones. I heard some great stories
But
last night.
here's my point. Imagine now doing this with a little bit of a chemical imbalance. I mean, you're screwy. Even with the greatest pH balance in your head, you're still a nutball at 17, 18 with your girlfriend or ex-girlfriend.
Right.
Now add a little, screw up the mixture a little bit, and imagine what it's like dealing with that.
Right. Right. Yeah, unless there's something real here, unless you've had a relationship with her, unless you know she's interested.
I had a relationship.
Unless you
with
know
her for,
she...
4 years, 5 years, almost the entire time we knew each other.
And where is she now?
Well, she's north of Chico. See, what happened is, like, she just told me.
Are you north of Chico too?
No, I'm in Manteca.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's the Caribbean? Where's that?
Didn't the Beach Boys sing about it?
Well, it's south of Stockton.
All right, but you have a relationship with her now?
Well, see, like, I just got a hold of her, like, you know, out of the plane.
And what was her reaction to that?
Well, she didn't know what to say.
Okay, she has a life up there, Aaron. She has a life. She's grown up. She's gone on. You got to deal with that.
Aaron, find someone nearby.
Yes.
But see, I found plenty of people.
All right, Aaron.
All
right, Aaron, here's the deal. We're not going to talk you out of anything tonight, but don't do anything stupid.
No, I'm not going to do anything stupid. No.
Right.
I'm just
Okay.
saying-
It's stupid by our standards, by the way.
Yeah.
Not by your standards. You
I
understand?
listen to your show a lot, but it's
Okay.
like, you know, I never really called because, you know, all the problems seem like, you know, they're just sex
No.
things, you know. And
Aaron, here's the deal. Stay on your medication and get into softball.
And work on finding some relationships nearby.
Yeah, don't focus on her.
This is a fantasy one. This is something left over. She would, unless she reciprocates in a strong way, this is not the answer for you.
Oh,
this is not what you think.
All these places. I was in Victorville about 27 hours ago at the Dairy Queen getting the Blizzard, and there are all these kids that went, oh my God, all the people who work there. Is Adam from Loveline? And I was signing autograph stuff, and they said, what are you doing here? And I said, I looked at them real straight, and I went, I live here. I went, it was like a big processing moment. Yeah. Yeah, my neighbor's a guy from X-Files. What's his name?
David Duchovny.
Duchovny, yeah. It's right up the street. Oh, sure. All right. Charlie Korsmo, Seth Green. The movie is Can't Hardly Wait, and we'll
All right, I'll be thinking about it.
Okay. All right, Charlie Korsmo and Seth Green are both here.
Now he actually conducted me through a glass booth.
Can't Hardly Wait is the name of the movie. It's got Jennifer Love Hewitt and some other guys in it.
Pretty much all you need to know.
That's all you need to know.
Love it.
It comes out the 12th, which I'm guessing is the Friday.
You guys should go.
After next.
There's a thing on Tuesday night. There's like a
Tuesday night?
Tuesday night.
Before, I mean,
I get some extra tickets.
it's done. It's before
The next 5 callers.
we can get in. We can get in out before we have to be over here.
No.
I guess so. Well, it starts at like 7, I think.
Want to do it?
What time do you have to be here? Yeah, wait,
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'll go.
It's about 4 hours.
The movie's 4 hours. I don't know if I can do
This is
that.
the director's cut.
Yeah.
Right. No,
Yeah,
these
it
things.
starts at 7:30.
Oh yeah, that's about to say. These things usually start about 7:30. They're in Westwood or Hollywood or
what time does this
some place where it's not real easy to park.
Yeah.
And every movie premiere I've had to go to. By the way, maybe they just have the Peon premiere on the weeknights, but they never seem to have these things on a Friday or Saturday.
Well, they don't want to compete with their own business.
Right.
Godzilla was on Tuesday.
Right. Okay.
But they were just trying to milk the product.
My point
that turned
is
out to be a peon, but no one knew at the time.
all the movie premieres take place during the nights that
It's
we
good,
have to
but
work.
man.
They all start at 7:30. And by the way, 7:30 means 8:10,
Right.
8:15. The projector actually starts rolling.
Right.
And then
the last 10 minutes are really weak, so if you guys want to take off.
How about the last 20 minutes?
Well, you know.
Because that's the thing. You will have to leave.
You have to leave at 9 o'clock.
It's a
I
pretty
get
short
killed
movie.
off about 20 minutes before it ends, so it's pretty much over by
So we
then.
can
And when I lose my leg, it just goes downhill, so.
Really?
Yeah, it's an intense flick. I mean, it's funny and all,
Diabetes?
but, you know, we deal with a lot of serious issues.
Amputation.
Now, what is the plot of this movie?
It's graduation night, and there's like 6 different characters that get followed throughout the course of a big party.
In preparation for graduation and all that
No, we've
stuff?
already
we already
graduated,
graduated.
so
This
it's
is
like
like
the
the big
last
party.
time anyone will see each other.
Right. And some characters are going to work for their uncle, and some are going in the military, and some are going off to college.
We were all actually...
That's assumed, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I should have wrote
Do you want to
this.
go?
Off to the military?
No, to the thing.
Yeah, I do, but we're not going to be able to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's just say we're going to go and then not go. Okay, Tuesday, guys?
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Great.
Great, see you there.
Fantastic.
I'll save you a seat and get you some candy.
At the Bruin?
No, it's at Mad Chinese.
All right. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Bye.
That's close to me. All right, we'd like to try to go.
Cool.
But if they're going to start the movie at 7:30, they're not going to start at
There's a
7:30.
free
Get all
case
the-
of bonbons in it if you go.
Case.
James.
Add a pie, that'll be there.
Hey, let me say something about pie for just 1 second here. You guys will Drew, you'll back me up on this.
Yeah.
As I was explaining when I was walking around my house this morning, not a piece of pie carcass anywhere to be found in the house.
It looked like a dog had come in and licked the plates.
Right. I tell people all the time, pie is much better than cake. And when you throw a party, like a birthday party or a celebration, instead of getting cake, get pie. People appreciate pie. The cake ceremony is like this. You get a big, fat, lardy, white trash, crappy cake.
It's my family reunions.
You section the whole thing up, and then some poor chick has to walk around and beg people to take a slice. Here, half a piece. The people sitting on the sofa, I'm smoking. No, I'm on a diet. No, take it. I'll leave it here. You'll eat it later. I'm not hungry. Take it. Then the next day, you got to go clean up the things. A bunch of cigarettes are put out in a piece of it, right? Pie. You do not have to peddle pie. People gravitate to the pie. People got into my pie before the pie was officially open.
Yeah.
When does that ever happen with a cake? On a birthday cake? No one gets into the cake.
At a Weight Watchers.
Well, you want the guest of honor to look at the nice decorations.
Hey, they've eaten 2 or 3 of the pies before I even blew out the candles on the 4th.
It looked like some sort of animal.
And everyone had finished off everything, and they all went right to the pie. No one had to hand it out, nothing, and there was no half-eaten pieces of pie lying around the party. People like pie better than cake because it's better. Now, all you idiots who are having parties out there, start having pie instead of cake.
I remember, though, I myself walked up to I walked up to the apple pie.
No kidding.
Ooh, fruit. Good. There's no calories here.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
I'm glad we got this pie thing cleared up.
No, I mean, people kid a lot, but seriously, every party I have and every party that's in my honor, there is pie, and people appreciate it.
Hey, I'd appreciate it.
Somewhere
pumpkin?
in one. Oh,
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And everything was all gone.
I'm there.
There's a pie fight in one of your future parties. I just can see it.
Still better. Still better than a cake fight. All right. James.
Hey.
You're 15.
Yeah, I was just calling to say, like, how much I like your show and stuff. And Adam, happy real late birthday.
Thank you.
And Dr. Drew, you're cool.
James.
And producer Ann and engineer Mike, I like them and stuff.
Wow.
And I was just calling to say that your show really helped me a lot, and just like how to deal with like situations like with my family and stuff like that.
What's going on there?
Not
with you?
just like normal stuff, just like arguments with my parents and stuff like that.
So it helps you understand a little bit what's going on and why it happens.
Like what to do in situations, just like when my parents and I argue.
Good. Give us an example.
I don't know, just like sometimes I like feel like going somewhere with my friends, but they're just like, nah, I don't think so, and then we just like get into this fight and stuff, but then like just like talk about it and stuff like that.
Do you have like a little thought bubble with me looking on and Drew worrying and scratching his chin?
Because that's what they're doing right now.
Yeah.
Right. I'm looking concerned, or like I'm in a devil outfit going, kill him both, kill him like that kid from Oregon. And Drew's playing a harp, and he's saying, now, you'll be a parent one day soon
Kid had a
yourself.
chemical imbalance. It wasn't his fault.
All right, James, thank you for your input. We appreciate it.
All right, thanks.
Hang in there.
All right, go to bed now. Oh, that's nice. See, we're making a difference.
I hope so.
Yeah. I think my vomiting stories have really...
Left an impact on me.
Yeah. Touched a lot of kids today.
Yeah, as long as we haven't, anything that diverts you from the things that are expelled from the backside. You've been into that lately for about a month.
Thanks for giving them the idea.
Into the farting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've noticed, my kids are 5.5. There are 3 things that struck me. One, I realized that my kids share your sense of humor.
With the S?
I'm on the radio. I think I'm with my kids. Same thing. Same equivalent sense of humor.
They'll grow out of it, though.
And I was at the zoo today with my kids.
Mm-hmm.
Chimpanzees shared that with you, too.
Really?
Yes.
Did they fling?
Yes.
God,
really?
You're setting them up like T-ball. What are you doing?
No, they did, and even various primates are really the lower forms of primates and humans about the age of 5 have your sense of humor.
And Jimmy.
Yeah. Oh no.
By the way, I went to Vegas. I drove to Vegas with a guy who's so committed to farting and knows that I'm troubled on long car rides that he said to me as I got in the car, he said, "Listen to me. You know what I did? I ate pasta fazool today, which is like it's like putting, I don't know, a high octane into your car. And then I ate clams right out of the can. And I don't even enjoy that." I said, "Wow, I'm flattered." I mean, the guy actually
prepared for the trip.
He prepared for the trip, and then I swear to God, I was on the phone tonight with his wife, and she was like, Jimmy'd been preparing for days. He ate a whole head of broccoli on on Thursday night, and then he made the pasta fazool. I was like, yeah, I know. He told me all about it.
He's
when he
got a
picked me up.
bicycle pump in his bag.
It's dedication.
It really is. Wow. I was flattered in my own way. You know what I mean? It's like a fighter saying he's never trained harder for an opponent, you know? Brenda, I eat clams right out of the can. Now, he claims that the clams don't give him gas, but they add punch to the existing gas.
I can vouch for that. If you take nothing away from this broadcast, it's the clam.
And what is it that women are disturbed and despise this type of humor, and men can't resist it?
Yeah, I don't know. But one of the
boys are instinctively
Ann, are you out there somewhere?
Their own poop. If you ever hear me call it poop again, just send me back to grade school.
One of the guys we went with, too, when we went by the market, bought 2 big boxes of wooden matches that he carried in his pockets the entire time, through the casino, at the restaurants, at the strip club, every single place we were, and just freely lit these wooden matches whenever anybody would let a prisoner
go.
go.
We're going to revisit Brenda, who has been in the penalty box.
Oh! Jeez, it may have been a little bit longer than 15 minutes.
No, it's 15 minutes.
Oh, it was? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was more like 20. I think she was on for 38 last time.
All right, let's try to get it right this time.
All right, Brenda.
Okay.
So, I'm going to postulate you're 15, you got herpes, you want to consider it herpes you were born with. I'm going to bet that you were raped or something at a pretty young age.
Okay.
Is that correct?
No.
How did you get the herpes?
Just, like, unprotected sex. Like,
how old were
like
you?
a retard. Okay, that's like...
How old were you?
I was 13.
13. Well, how old was the guy?
I don't even know.
27.
19.
He wasn't that old. He was like maybe, I don't know, like 15. But he wasn't like all that old.
All right.
It's just kind of embarrassing having herpes by the time you're 13 and having it broadcasted over the radio.
Well, that's why I was postulating that really you were a victim of some older guy's predatory behaviors. And you're not able to make appropriate decisions at 13. That's why we discourage people from acting like that. You really don't have the developmental capacity to make appropriate decisions about it, and then to understand what the feelings that develop and cope with those feelings after having done so.
And plus, you want to trust an older person who's telling you that things are correct.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a mess. And anyway. So,
Brenda, where's your dad?
My dad?
Yeah.
He lives like. He's not here, but
we're going to suspect that your relationship with your dad was not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why you were open to victimization by 13. You see?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's not your fault. I mean, it's not like you're responsible in a volitional or willful sense. It's just your dad screwed with you, and that's what young women do after dads have been inappropriate with them in whatever way. Did he strike you, hit you, that sort of thing?
No, I have a stepdad who died, but he did that.
He hit you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's dead now, so.
All right.
Yeah.
So what is your question?
God's hitting him.
Okay.
I hope so.
Thank your mom, by the way, for bringing these 2 gems home.
Oh, don't worry, I will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it kills me. Listen, Brenda.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel obliged to say this. I know it may not help, but don't turn out like your mom. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Don't get pregnant early. Don't drop out of school. You know what I mean?
Actually, my mom was 38 when she had me.
Right.
Were you the first child?
She's the 17th kid, though.
Yeah.
No, I'm the second child, and she only has 2.
Was she alcoholic or addict or anything?
No, but my dad was.
Dad was.
She had 300 abortions. So.
No.
All right, but
she aborted the state of Wisconsin.
Be that as it may, I think Adam's point is well taken. Is try to.
How did she not get pregnant before 38?
Well, I have a sister, but she's like 25.
So 28, she got pregnant. It's still, it's the whole story doesn't fit together. What did your mom do for a living during all that time?
She must have been in prison.
She did a lot of jobs. Like, she went from job to job.
What kinds of jobs?
I don't really know. I was really young and I can't remember. And she hasn't worked for a long time because she got married.
Never went to prison?
No, she never went to prison.
All right, but be that as it may, we're just saying try to use better judgment than your mom did, and don't act out. Try to break the chain a little bit here. All right.
Okay.
All right. What's up? What's your question tonight?
Okay, I recently went to a party, and like I said, my ex-boyfriend and I never had sex with him, by the way. And, but I think, and his girlfriend was there, and she's like one of my good friends. And
Fire.
we went.
Is that what that is?
Yeah. The fire alarm tweaking in the background?
Or do you have sneakers on linoleum?
No, I'm just walking.
All right.
I'm raising my hands in victory.
Seth, you're...
Oh, yeah, I worked in radio.
Okay, and I think he might have like raped me, because I was drunk, or I might have like blacked out or something, because I woke up, naked next to him, put two and two together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good bet.
And I think I might have given him herpes because he didn't know, because we only went together for like maybe 3 weeks.
All right.
Wait, is this the ex-boyfriend you never had sex with except for the time he raped you?
Yes.
Yeah.
How long ago was
Who is
this?
her best friend's boyfriend now?
This is maybe 3 weeks ago or so.
Uh-huh. And how old is he?
He is 15.
Have you had a pregnancy test yourself?
Uh-uh.
Why don't you do that?
Okay.
Because it was unprotected. And in the future, something like that happens, at least get the morning after pill. If not, get a forensic examination in case you want to press charges against something like this. In most states, at least in California now, it is illegal to have sex, for a male to have sex with a woman that is intoxicated, incapable of rendering consent. Even though I understand it's hard to tell sometimes, but please be careful. I swear that's a fire alarm.
Sneakers on linoleum, man. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
it's one or the other.
All right, so Brenda, he's not answering your calls. Is that the deal?
Yeah, he's not answering my calls, and he doesn't know that I
Well,
have herpes.
listen.
But isn't this what you get when you rape someone while they're passed out?
Yeah, he's the responsible party here. It's not that you did something to him.
But I want to make sure that he doesn't give my good friend herpes.
Well, it's probably already a fait accompli, as they say.
Tell her not to get drunk.
Tell her.
Yeah, you could tell her, because she needs to know about what a jerk this guy is.
Please. I'm disgusted at all of you. Brenda, come on. Don't have sex for about 3 years, please.
And keep trying to reach him, and it's his responsibility to call you back. You are not totally accountable to him. You're doing what's right, and if he doesn't...
By the way,
help
she
you
should have
follow
called the
through.
cops, right?
I agree. I think she should have had a forensic examination. Okay?
Brenda,
Mm-hmm.
don't live the life of a victim.
Probably shouldn't have
Please.
been passed out at the party in the first place.
Yeah, but that's not. But that didn't. That's not her asking to be raped. I mean, that's
No,
her learning
that's-
something about the use of substances at 15. So, really, Seth, beat him up, will you?
Okay.
No, I know.
Well, I guess I misspoke.
Charlie
it's
said
good to
something-
go out and get passed out at the party.
Charlie
apparently.
said something that was politically incorrect.
No, it's appropriate, correct, but
It's a double-edged
incomplete.
sword.
Yeah, incomplete.
Yeah. Oh, listen, it's all the guy's fault. There's no doubt about it. But you know what? I would really, I would almost treat it like going to Yellowstone and filling your sleeping bag full of liver and falling asleep out in the woods somewhere. And then when you wake up and the bear's on top of you, you're surprised. And they shoot the bear.
Yeah, but if you're intoxicated, you could play dead really well, which is what they suggest for bear attacks.
Don't make any more metaphors for these guys.
Incomplete analogy.
Ultimately, if the bear wasn't there, you'd still be here. But I think it's kind of you got something to do with it. That was the end of the analogy. All right, Drew. Where are we? More calls? Oh, Christ. Eric.
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
What's up, fellas?
Hey, Eric.
Hey, Seth. I just want to say, man, Buffy's like a kick-ass show.
Thanks.
You guys really threw me and my friends for a loop on that season finale.
I'm sorry.
Could trip this out, man.
Hey, Eric, what time's the show on?
It's on. Well, I normally watch it at 5 because I get the Chicago station over here.
But it's on like.
Why is it we can
it's
get
on, like,
every
Tuesday,
answer
right?
but the one we want out of our
I don't know
listeners?
when Buffy
Normally,
is on TV.
Is it on? Does that mean it's on at 8?
Yeah, it's on at 8
All
normally.
right. Okay. I really should be watching it. I'm going to watch this show.
Thanks a lot, Eric.
No problem, man. Yeah, and I'm definitely at the movie.
Cool. Bring a whole bunch of friends.
Yeah, bring everybody. Buy a copy.
Bring your buddies. All right,
Yeah,
Eric.
plan on it.
Eric, you smoke a lot of
don't
weed?
smoke so much pot, Eric.
No, go ahead and smoke the weed, and then you'll see it again.
I don't
forget.
You've got... Really?
I don't.
Really? Was it the laugh or the watching the Buffy that tipped it on?
Yeah, we have a high contingent of pot smokers watching the show.
It's great when the reruns fire up. Eric, you really don't smoke a lot of pot?
I never touched it, man.
Computer
All
screen
right.
cleaner?
Yeah, he's good. He's good. All right.
Kidding?
You smoke regularly, huh?
I've never touched it.
No, so he's saying that sarcastically.
Right.
Right, Eric?
No, I'm not being sarcastic.
Your mom's listening.
Oh, I see. All right, Eric. All right. All right.
You can't fool us.
Right.
Whatever, Adam.
You can fool mom.
All right, whatever it is you're not doing, quit it.
We can tell you're not doing it.
Or Stark, or
That's
whatever, however it is.
That's going to be
However this reverse psychology works.
That's what I'm going to be. I'm going to walk into my son's room like every 10 minutes at his 15th birthday and say, I know you're smoking weed, and I know you're whacking. I know you're not smoking weed, and I know you're not whacking off every 10 minutes. So, but don't start.
Right.
I think that's a good.
I think that's going to make him healthy. Mickey.
He'll love you.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder how
I'll
it's
be
gonna
like a
happen
father to him.
I really wonder what's going to happen for the generation like that's going to come into puberty in about 10, 15 years, because all their secrets are not secrets.
Yeah.
You know, it's all on the table now.
Well, it'll all be propaganda at that point.
I just wonder
You'll
how
be
it's gonna-
encouraged.
I don't know. It'll be interesting.
Mickey,
Yes.
22.
Hi.
Hey.
What's going on, you guys? Nobody's talking tonight. What's up with the guests?
They're in their shell.
Yeah.
You know, they're actors.
We're very shy.
We're
Yeah,
trying
that's
not to
pretty
get anybody
cool.
to come down here and kill us.
Yeah,
for being
I just
funny.
don't want to get ambushed on the way out of the studio.
Well, I have a little bit of a problem. I was going out with a guy for 6 months. We were really good friends. Well, I thought we were. He drinks a lot. He got drunk with his buddies. We used to kick it, you know.
Sounds like a good friend.
I don't act like, you know, I kick it like one of the guys, you know. And he got drunk one night and he decided to disrespect me in front of his friends and asked me to do all his friends at the same time. And
I wish I had friends like that.
you know, and yeah, that's what I thought. They were all cool to me until this one night, you know, and they haven't talked to me since, any of them. Now, I want to know that,
Did you do something?
no, not at all. I mean, I was
Did
with
you-
him, that only person, but I didn't do any of them.
No, wait a minute. Wait. You're talking all this code here. Why don't we go to break here, Adam?
We're not in break?
Get to this code deciphering ring out.
Okay.
The, you know, the detective ring.
Okay.
I think kicking it is some kind of street game that's played with a can.
No.
No? Is that not right?
Kicking it, you know.
All right, I'm going to go talk to Sherry. She's hip. She knows what's going on.
Okay.
Hang on. What's the other one? Kicking it? What's the other one?
Kicking it, chilling.
Chilling and
Passing around and kind of doing a few, kicking back a few things,
Sort
and kicking
of with the
back
one guy,
together,
but not with the others.
sort of around and pass around.
Did she say 20?
Something was getting done.
Get the
That's
code
all
ring.
I-
Get the
that's
code
all
ring.
I got out of
Okay.
it.
Decoder.
All right. She said 22 skidoo. We'll look that one up, too. We'll be back. 612 is when it comes out. And it's funny. I'm telling you, it's got laughs.
I've got a feeling about these kind of things.
You kids are going places. I'll tell you that right now. When's what part do you play on Buffy? Seth?
On Buffy, I play this character Oz, and I'm Allison Hannigan's boyfriend, and I'm like a rock star, and I'm a werewolf.
Will you be on next season too?
Yeah, I'll be a regular next season.
I thought they killed you off.
No. They decided that
I'm not a regular watcher.
A werewolf was their kind of friend. Thanks for the support, Chaz.
I hear it's great, though.
I've seen all your stuff, Chaz. I appreciate it.
It's hard to kill the werewolves. They keep coming back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, it's a problem.
You can do that. Yeah.
You're talking to the right people.
All right, Drew?
Yeah.
You ready to rock on here?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Anything else you want to say about the MTV Movie Awards last night?
No. I'm trying to decide how to slip in stuff about your friends and the earful I got from them, but I've got plenty of material now to support me for the next few months. Basically, though, the fundamental story was the fundamental sort of difference in the perspective that they have on your illustrious upbringing as opposed to yours is that I got the impression that somehow these guys were a bunch of hoodlums that sort of dragged you into a lot of shenanigans that you never would have partaken of had they not been such a nefarious group of
I was
hooligans.
like a hostage in my own youth.
Yeah.
Yes.
To hear it from them, you were like, Blackbeard leading the troops
Well,
into battle.
speaking of Blackbeard, did you see that video with me as Mr. T?
Yes. It was very funny.
Listen, I want you people to know, the ones that don't think I have a pulse at age 34, that at age 20, I shaved my head as Mr. T.
That was you were 20?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Could have been 21.
Oh, my God.
Could have been 19. I can't remember. But the point is I went as Mr. T for Halloween, and I got the razor out, baby. I had a serious mohawk going, and
That's a level of commitment unheard of.
I thought it was
That's
sort of
career
nice.
building, yeah.
black paint all over my body. And I remember my dad's comment was, "You're never getting a job now."
Mr. T was like a creamy caramel color. I don't know. You got black paint on you. That's kind of
Oh yeah.
taking it to the extreme.
Well, listen, nuance. You know, when you're Mr.
When
T,
you're
you're
Mr. T, they know who you are.
It's all about
Yeah.
presentation.
Now, let me tell you something.
You got the feather earrings and the
You
chains.
can have
no one's
green
gonna
paint
mistake
on
you
it.
for
The other
somebody
thing- the other
else.
I pity the fool that does not worry, makes the distinction between the hue. Yes.
No, go
Correct.
ahead. No, that's all right. Anyway, but Zeb and John, Fed making story.
It makes me sick.
Particularly, the one that just happens to occur to me right now is a new guy, an Asian guy, was riding in the car with you guys, sitting in the middle and the back, and you decided it was time to use one of your finger over the urethra special sprays from the passenger seat behind, over his shoulder, into the passenger seat behind him. With urine?
I think I'm missing the concept.
Yeah, I'm getting a horrible visual here.
That's reality.
Was it his own urethra?
His own urethra, just putting up pressure and then letting it go so it would go
over.
over his shoulder behind him and accidentally hit this newcomer to the crew.
Yeah, that was. I think that was James Wong.
Yes.
That's a hell of an accident.
Who said, "Hey, I don't even know you."
Yeah. Well, now you do.
Peeing on me.
Welcome to the club. Yeah,
Apparently, I wasted my youth.
I did my fair share of urinating in automobiles
Yes.
as a youth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But you just always describe that as though it was other guys doing that.
Well, there was. As a matter of fact, there was a time Ray did it to Alex.
Ray's the only other guy that really did it, other than you, isn't that true?
There were 3 or 4 other guys who did it. The point is Ray did it to a guy who was driving a car from the passenger seat, and then was insulted when the guy told him to get out and walk home. He was indignant.
The nerve.
The nerve.
I want you to sit in the back seat on the way home.
Yeah, I'll sit in the back seat on the way home.
That was the funniest part of the whole thing. The guy's driving a car and he's getting peed on while he's driving a car, and he pulls over and yells, "Get out of this goddamn car! You're walking the next mile home." And Ray's like indignant. What? I can't believe you're making me walk.
It was a joke, man.
It's
just urine.
All right,
Mickey.
So
you're 22.
So let's talk.
Right out.
Let me explain something here. What I meant by chilling and kicking it was when I go over to, kick back with my friends, I don't expect them to jump all over me. I mean, I kick it there like one.
All right, listen. Let's talk some.
She's been building up momentum over the
specifics here.
I am.
You sound angry all of a sudden.
You hang out. Hang on. You hang out with a group of guys. And you drink and do drugs.
No, I don't drink. I smoke bud. That's it.
Or you smoke. You do drugs. You do drugs with a bunch of guys.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, one of these guys that you thought was your friend.
No. We have been best friends for years.
Okay.
And years and years.
While he was intoxicated, suddenly came onto you.
He decided to tell all of his friends that they were all going to come on to me at the same time.
While he was intoxicated.
He's always intoxicated, so I really.
Yeah, but the point is,
Mickey, I'm going to hang up on you if you don't stop being so damn defensive.
I'm okay. I'm sorry.
Listen, if he says while he's intoxicated, just say yes.
Okay, yes.
Saying he's always intoxicated is saying yes in your own smart-ass way.
One of the things that you should understand is that there's no telling how people are going to behave when they're intoxicated. And the longer they've been under the influence of a drug, the more likely their behavior is to become bizarre and even dangerous.
Right.
So he's intoxicated. He does something weird and bizarre and out of character. No surprise. He's intoxicated. His brain isn't working normally.
Okay, but I mean, there's been plenty of times that he's been intoxicated, and
yes, but he's now. Time is marching on, and he continues to be an addict.
Right.
And now you're going to see more bizarre behavior as things goes along. It takes time for these things to really begin to take effect.
Okay.
And it's going to be more. In a year from now, there'll be more weird stuff going on with him. There are consequences. It's a progressive process, and the behaviors become more bizarre the longer people maintain their relationship with a drug.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
And the fact that
I agree.
And the fact that he's asking you to do weird things with these guys, he's not as good a friend as you thought it was, or at least the consequences of his drug use is such that he may lose a friend because of it.
Yeah, and that's sad, but I thank you
It
for
is
helping
sad.
me out.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
All right, Mickey.
She doesn't want to hear it.
Maybe she's just really, really attractive, and they just noticed it for the first time.
She wants to know why guys would do something like that. Well, let's
hang around with me for a while.
What's theorized if these guys were not intoxicated? Would a guy that was really a genuine friend of a woman say something like that? Or do something like that?
No, Mickey's hanging around with guys that are sort of suspect, is the bottom line.
That's right.
And then surprised
Seems to
when
be a common theme.
Yeah, it is a common theme running through tonight's show. And then is surprised when these guys are something less than Sir Walter Raleigh. Madame, I put my jacket down. There's a puddle in front of you. I'd hate you to ruin your suede shoes.
No, he didn't develop them. He just brought them back.
I think he just brought tobacco back. But
apparently, he was a real gentleman. No, I didn't know that before tonight.
I just thought he was the smoking guy.
Oh no, you kids! Apparently, that on the set tutoring didn't take.
Nope.
That social worker didn't quite do her job.
Brian.
Oh, what's up, guys?
Good.
Adam, you know how you're talking about that butt problem?
Mm-hmm.
with the itch, and I think I'm relating to you, buddy.
Oh, yeah?
Trying to figure out, it's like...
Drew thinks I have worms.
Well, I'm hoping that's not what it is. It was just like within the last couple of weeks, you know. Starting to itch pretty bad, and then it's kind of swollen down there a little bit.
Well, it could be hemorrhoids, too. I mean, there are lots of things
What are hemorrhoids?
Could be a carbuncle.
No, well, that usually is more painful than not.
Oh, tell me about it.
Hemorrhoids is just swollen veins in that
It's
area.
varicose veins.
Basically, varicose veins in around the anus area.
Oh. See, it's not really like, it's just
But
itching.
I know, but the symptoms you get is swelling and itching. So
Did you ever shave your ass?
No.
Why would you ask that question?
Because I would guess
Maybe you should start.
It would itch when it would grow back.
No, here's the deal. Hot baths, get some Anusol cream, and if that doesn't do it, see your doctor, okay?
Time for another question?
Yeah.
Real quick. On alcohol, I mean, I know it's in my family, like that gene.
Yeah.
And I've drank at least probably 3 times a week within the last...
So you're getting some momentum going with it.
Well, see, but I never crave it. I don't like it. I just do it because it's fun.
Then stop it for a couple months and see how you feel.
Really? Well, how much, like, Adam, when you were...
The guy's ass hurts. He's got to drink to forget, Drew. Please.
Well, Adam, when you're growing up, how much did you drink a week? Like 20, you know?
He doesn't have the gene in the family.
I don't remember. I was sleeping in Tijuana in an alley at the time.
A lot of it depends on your family history.
I would never drink. I mean, I didn't drink regularly. Well, here's what I did. I drank to get drunk.
Yeah, that's all I did.
I didn't have a couple of beers when I got home after work.
Yeah, I've never done that ever.
But how many times a month would you do that?
Me?
No, Adam.
I don't know. I don't know. 3 times a month, maybe.
That's all you get drunk?
See, this fellow's doing it 3 times a week. And what you'll see, Brian, is not only you...
Yeah, but I got really drunk.
Not only are you
lasted for a week.
excessively involved in this, Brian,
right,
is that you're going to see it starting to escalate with time. And that's the hallmark of alcoholism.
Really?
Yes. Okay?
Okay.
That is the disease. It will not stop by itself.
And then when you start craving them, that's when you know it's there?
No. Craving is not necessarily... You do not have to have craving to be considered alcoholic.
No. But when your ass starts itching, you know.
Progressive use.
No.
That's the first sign.
That's
Family
the
history.
hallmark. All right. Ann.
Hi, guys.
You're 30, whatever. We may end the show early tonight, so let's hurry up.
I need to go home and scratch, huh?
He's been scratching all night.
Everyone's getting into the act.
I had a question for Dr. Drew.
Yeah.
In regards to the poo flinging and all that, kids when they're toilet training or younger even with their diapers, some of them we always called decorators.
Yeah, they
dig and then they paint all over with
Yeah,
it.
they get into their feces.
Is that another strike against Adam because it's gender specific?
The males tend to do that more than females?
Yes.
I don't know that that's true necessarily. I know that various sorts of behaviors like that can be normal. And I think Adam's development...
How about well into your 20s?
Adam's development got arrested at some point right around that age. And as did his peers. And they've maintained that behavior right into the present.
And you ended up with all of them at one time.
Oh, last night?
Yeah.
Astonishing. I was kind of frightened, actually.
Were you scared?
A little bit scared, yeah.
Planet of the Apes.
You know, it was a little bit like being in a cage, yeah.
Yeah, but let me explain.
By the way, they were great guys.
Yeah.
I was expecting a bunch of
farm animals.
Hooligans. Yeah, farm animals.
When one guy learns how to urinate to the point where he can, spray it across the room, you either learn how to do it yourself or stay home because you're going to get yourself into trouble when you go out. And, it's survival of the fittest out there.
That's just too much time on your hands.
Yeah, but...
or urine on your hands, for this matter.
If you do it wrong.
Yeah, and most kids...
No, that's doing it right.
Get pretty... It's actually before the potty training time that kids are into their feces a little bit that way. And, that can be
I
normal.
would tend to believe, from what I've heard, that it seems to be more the boys, though.
Okay, that may be. I don't know that.
Yeah, well,
right.
I could go along with that.
Yeah, maybe.
That's not a stretch.
It's all hearsay.
Okay.
Thank you, Ann.
You guys have a good one.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Ann's making some man miserable as we speak. True?
Commercial.
I'm glad
really?
you took a break to call us.
Yeah. That's all I need is a little more nut busting on this show. All right. We're going to take a break, and we may or may not come back.
I feel so liquidy.
Green are both here. Can't Hardly Wait's the name of the movie. Drew and I are going to see 5/8 of that film. coming up on Tuesday.
The best 5/8.
It will be out, though, for you commoners to see starting the 12th, which I'm guessing is the Friday after this upcoming Friday.
You would be correct.
Am I right there, Drew? It's, well, we got to turn the page on the calendar. All right, boys, ready to go back to work?
Sure.
Give us a weird one.
Diana?
Yes?
You're 18?
Yeah. Hi, Seth, love the show.
Thanks.
And Adam, happy belated birthday. Couldn't get through that day.
Oh, okay.
And Dr. Drew, I just had a baby February 14th, Valentine's Day. And after my 6 weeks appointment, I got on the birth control pill Micronor.
Yep.
That's the one you can breastfeed with. And I was wondering, what are the chances you can get pregnant with that? Because I haven't had my period in 2 months.
I don't think it's any... I don't think that's different than other birth control pills per se.
Because my nurse practitioner, she said that it's 95%, and most other ones are 99.9.
I think it's higher than that, more like 98, 99% if I'm right. I mean,
really?
there is a slightly reduced efficacy, but I think it's just slight. And breastfeeding itself has its own contraceptive properties. You know?
Right.
And not menstruating on that pill is sort of a common thing.
It is.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the one you take when you're breastfeeding?
You can.
Right.
And I would just go ahead and take a home pregnancy test just to make sure
I
you're
did.
not...
I took one 3 days ago, and it came out negative.
Yeah, I think you're fine.
I'm fine?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
The low-dose estrogen pills are the ones that tend to miss the periods.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
All right, thanks a lot.
Same boyfriend?
Yeah, he's my husband.
Oh, really?
Yes, married before the baby, Dr. Drew.
Right on.
Oh, well, she was married at 17.
How old was he?
He's 19.
What are you doing? What's he going into the service or something?
No.
Why do you get married at 17?
Why?
Yeah, I was 17. I wanted a moped. And that was like exciting.
I was shaving my head. Kind of.
Well, I had family problems and stuff, so...
Escape.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Don't repeat the cycles.
Oh, no.
Bring these kids up in a pristine environment.
Hey, you sound kind of normal.
Yeah, you don't give us that usual feeling we get when people are pregnant young.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we get a certain feeling from people. So.
Yeah.
Hey, say something nice to Charlie.
Yeah, I feel left out over here.
Hey, Charlie, I'm going to see the movie, and I'll probably love you in it.
Don't count on it.
Where are you calling from?
Orange County.
Orange County?
Yeah.
Why?
It just seemed to me that somebody... I expected some rural something somewhere. I don't know.
Like she had to climb up the telephone pole to use the phone?
Right, Green Acres.
Nicole,
Yeah.
what's going on?
Well, I wanted to talk to Seth, actually. Dr. Drew took my question that I really wanted to ask him, but what I wanted to know, actually, were you the one
I'm not
doing
a
the
doctor,
rally?
you know.
No, I asked you about, are you going to be on next season?
Oh.
Yeah. I really wanted to know that because when I saw that you were on the show, it's like, cool, I have another reason to watch.
Hey, thanks.
I wanted to know if you were the guy in the Rallies commercials.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
What Rallies commercials?
I did this commercial, and it was like I said like cha-ching in it. It was like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe even
I think
more.
Seth has done more commercials than any human alive.
Really?
Well, I don't know about that.
You must
but
be
I've
rich.
done
Did
a
you get like
couple
really
of-
popular after the commercial, or?
It did really well in the Midwest.
Seth's always been very popular.
Is this before Rallies was out in California or Southern
Just when
California?
they were trying to break.
What
It
is
was
Rallies?
Right after the
The
commercial.
burger
It's
place.
like,
After the
it's kind of like an
commercial,
In-N-Out.
It's a gay porn rental outlet.
Yeah.
They're real big in the Midwest.
Yes,
It's
I
great.
understand.
They sell toys too.
Yeah.
But right after.
Sorry.
the-
So, what did you do on the spot with the
It
cha-ching?
was just a commercial, and like it did really well, and people were saying cha-ching, like they said, "Where's the beef?" And pretty much.
Oh, really?
So-
so you were the cha-ching guy.
I'm still in some people's mind the cha-ching guy, but there's worse things to be. So
And you look like him, but I really wasn't sure. So.
there's a good reason that we bear striking resemblance to one
Looks a
another.
lot like him.
Well, listen. Could you give Nicole a quick cha-ching?
Yeah, cha-ching.
Oh, thank you. You're so cute. I love the hair.
Thanks.
Love the hair.
Yeah, it's nice hair.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Nicole.
Bye.
Yeah, I had this.
It's a striking shock of hair.
I had this fantasy that doing a show on MTV and a national radio show would open me up to some sort of commercial.
Oh, please.
I did.
All we get is people imitating us on commercials.
No, I know.
Badly.
I've never done a commercial for anything, nor has anyone ever approached me to do a commercial for anything.
See, but people usually do commercials like hoping to elevate their careers. People don't usually want to take.
Yeah, but I thought it was a way to make a quick
guys have-
buck.
You don't go
You
from
guys have
having
a
your
national
own show
syndicated
to
radio
have-
show and a
it's a step
TV
back?
show on MTV. I mean,
Oh, yeah, maybe you're
that's
right.
like big time.
Yeah, screw those commercials.
There's the way.
Sarah,
Yeah?
you're 14.
Yeah.
You're on with Charlie and Seth Cha-Ching Green.
I just want to say I really love the show. I watch it. I listen to it. I don't usually watch it on MTV, but I listen to it all the time.
Good.
And my question was for anyone. It doesn't matter. My stepmom and I have been having really big problems all the time, always fighting, and I really don't understand why, and I just don't know. Is there any?
Where's your mom?
Huh?
What happened to your mom?
My parents got a divorce about 5 years ago, and she lives in close by.
Do you have a relationship with her?
Oh yeah, very good. Well, we see each other. I go to her house every other weekend, and we spend the weekend together.
What do you mean, oh well?
Oh, what?
The relationship is really good. Well, oh well, sort of.
Oh, well, because we don't see each other a lot, but I talk to her on the phone a lot.
How come you don't see her so much?
Well, because we only go over, like, every other weekend, and then...
Why so little if you want to see her more?
Huh?
Why so little if you wish to see her
I love
more?
when we get those answers like this. Why are sales down, Henderson? Because people haven't been buying stuff?
Right.
Oh, okay. You're lucky.
Concrete.
I was this close to firing you. So you haven't been seeing a lot of her because you haven't been seeing a lot of her?
Well, no,
It's the courts.
it's just...
Yeah, but that's the point. Why courts don't normally keep their kids away from mom? What's happening there? What's up with mom?
Oh, really, I'm not sure. There's been a lot of different stuff that...
Like what?
Well, my dad said that, like, she didn't really want... There was, he went to court to get us to have custody of
What's
us.
wrong? The courts don't normally give custody to dad. What's up with mom?
Well, she's not an alcoholic. She's not on drugs. She's...
Or what is she?
She's good. There's nothing wrong with her. I really don't know why,
Why
my dad was...
Why don't you see her more then?
I think that my dad is jealous of her, actually, because he doesn't... Like, my brother went to go live with her,
Yeah.
and he got really hurt by it. My dad was really hurt, and then my brother ended up moving back in. But, so I think he's kind of jealous of...
So he moved back in with your mom?
No, with her.
No, with them.
Yeah.
Why did he come back if mom is so great?
I think, well, they were having problems, and she was pregnant at the time, and with her other husband.
All right, so Sarah...
How did he get custody in the first place?
Well, that's what Drew's getting
Right,
at.
that's
It's a bitch getting custody as a male in this.
I mean, my mother got custody, and
Well, and
I mean,
certainly
that's the general.
and even
Right.
or there be shared custody, but to keep the child away from mom, except with specific visitation, that means something's up with mom.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Well, something's you don't. That's the point. You don't
All right,
understand, but there's something more going on.
You're in a
with
certain amount of denial with mom.
Well,
I'm not saying she's a raging alcoholic, a crack addict prostitute, but she has some issues too.
I think that, well, this is what my father has told me, that that she couldn't, he said that she didn't want us.
You know,
Well,
there's
but
a
that's
lot
not
of...
going to fly in court.
Yeah,
So.
but Sarah, unless she says that,
Well, I mean, yeah, if
she says that, yeah.
she had to have
she
said
says
that.
she doesn't want us, then they're not.
But Sarah, there's a lot of stuff going on with mom here that you are having difficulty even admitting to yourself, or
Yeah.
even coming to terms with in any way, or even looking at. So naturally enough, you might focus some of that conflict and anger at your stepmom.
At my stepmom.
It's easy to blame her for all that. But you need to start looking realistically at your mom for who she actually is and what in fact is going on there. And just accepting that, because she is what she is.
Well,
Painful as that might be.
That's it. Well, listen, stepmom can be a bitch too. I'm not discounting that theory, but it does seem like you're doing a little transference here. You got a certain amount that you should be given toward biological mom, and you're dumping that on poor stepmom. And believe me, step-parents, I've had a few. They don't have a lot of time for pissed off 14-year-olds with misplaced anger. They really don't. I mean, your biological parents don't have much time for that. Your step-parent is like, oh, screw this. It's like...
Go in the garage.
Yeah, go move out in the garage. I mean, believe me.
And then get out of there.
Oh, yes. I was asked to leave the garage. Listen, my family wanted me out of the house so bad that when I left the garage that was sort of converted into a bedroom, if you count putting tar under the door and leaving it in place just so it wouldn't leak. The day I left, they converted it back to a garage. They needed the space for the car. Do you understand?
complete that. Let's complete that thought. It was more important to use that space for the car.
Right. That's why.
It was a functioning part of the family.
That's right.
That's why they can all kiss my ass now. I'm a big star. Huh? I want to talk to Mary. She's 16, pregnant from a gang member who threatens to come after her if she aborts.
Yeah. Like 4 weeks ago, me and a couple of buddies were like partying down the street, and we got messed up and everything. But I ended up having sex with this gangster Tiger, and like now
You know
I'm
what?
pregnant.
This is more than we can handle.
It is?
Certainly, we have 1 minute left.
No.
This is something for the
All
authorities.
right, how pregnant are you?
I'm like maybe like a couple of weeks.
And he claims he's going to do something to you if you have an abortion.
Yeah.
All right, but you want to get an abortion, right?
Yeah, because it's.
That's good. All right. Have an abortion and tell him you lost it spontaneously. Drew, what would be a good scenario for her losing the pregnancy spontaneously?
I don't know what you mean. And how did
Because he knows I'm going to abort it. He knows I want to abort it. And he's going to know what's up. He's going to know what's up. There's nothing I can,
Listen.
Wait, is my mic on?
There, it's on and off.
Oh, that's nice.
Listen, this is a hairy situation. I don't know that I can even comment on it.
All right.
If somebody's going to have a spontaneous abortion, it's a lot of pain and bleeding.
Okay. Had a lot of pain, had a lot of bleeding. You're in the shower. You cry. Tell them that's what happened.
It sounds like a police situation.
Yeah, that's...
This is
But you see, if I call the cops, like, his friends will, like, he'll tell his friends from, like, jail, whatever, and they'll come after me anyway.
His friends from jail.
Well, no, from jail, he'll call his friends.
This
like,
is
his
a-
homeboys will know what's up.
I can't comment.
Well,
Really?
Drew, you don't want to help the youth?
Listen, this is a hairy situation. I think she needs to consult with people that deal with gang issues. And
all right.
You know,
Hey, Mary. All right. First, don't have any more sex with gang guys.
Oh, I know.
and
I
don't
just-
get loaded in situations where you can get taken
I was
advantage
careless,
of.
but
All right.
what can I do?
And learn about the morning after pill. There's a pill you can take within 72 hours that will prevent pregnancy, or at least reasonably
Like,
effectively.
What is it called?
Just the birth control pill, basically. Overall, low overall, you take those a certain way after you have sex.
We don't have money enough as a government to get that message out. Although we have plenty of money for Peter Graves to do water skiing safety commercials that come on CBS at 4 in the morning, but we can't tell people about the morning after pill. Oh, it's a fantastic place we're living in. All right, Mary, you have to talk to a counselor or someone who's in a more responsible position than we are, because this is really too much for us to burden at this point. I would go for having the abortion and then claiming you had a spontaneous abortion. Okay. We'll be back. Thank you very much. Can't hardly wait. Hitting the theaters a week from this Friday, the
June
12th.
12th.
I mean, yeah. No, no. All right, so at what time? All different times, right?
Oh, all over the day, yeah.
Right. All right, so go find that. Jennifer Love Hewitt's in that, too, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Again, appreciate you guys coming out. Kathy Griffin will be in here tomorrow night, and I guarantee a good, insulting, abusive time with her, because we're just going to go at each other like the mongoose and the snake. So until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed herein are not necessarily those of the staff or management.